Y'all familiar with this here? A lot of people don't know what's the root of the problem. They talk about, oh, it's just times changing, things are getting more expensive. Let me tell you the root of it. In '85, interest rates was 12.5%. Did y'all know that? Mortgage interest rates were 12.5%. And how much were homes in '85? Anybody know?
60, 40, 60.
Right. Less than 100,000 in most neighborhoods. Most people didn't know that. So you see how it just kind of gradually just rolled down? So by the time, let's look at it like this, from 85 or less, homes were up to 100,000, and that was like average. By the time we got to 99, what do you guys think they were then?
Two.
What was that, 15 years it took to get to $90,000 in equity? Well, guess what happened as the lower the interest rates went? By the time we got to '06, we hit that 3%. Houses went up to 500,000. So where people are bragging, where we're having historically low interest rates, right? Everybody's excited. Everybody's like, ooh, pray these interest rates stay low. Like, don't do that. While they're bragging about the historically low interest rates, they're totally avoiding the fact that we're having historically high home prices. Never before in history have houses been this high. So if Shaquille O'Neal was to move out here in 1990, he probably would have spent $500,000. And people didn't realize that, hypothetically speaking. Palos Verdes, you guys familiar with Palos Verdes? $300,000 back then. That was like a big house. I was like, that's too much money. I actually got into it with my ex-wife saying that was crazy. I wanted to spend $400,000 on a house. Like divorce crazy. That's you trying to put us out there. Now, guess what? Median home price is what?
Excuse me, brother, for the country or California?
Well, for California,
Maybe California.
but big cities around the country are at that price, if not, yeah. So, everybody, what do you guys know about this guy? We know all the bad stuff. Well, tell me something. Anybody know anything good that's gonna help us?
Yeah, he's a businessman and he's gonna help businesses.
Okay. Every president that ever came into office opened the door for his people. George Bush came into office. Gas went from 99 cents to $5. Was it $4, $5 a gallon probably? He's an oil baron, so he gonna look out for his people, right? This dude is a construction magnet. He's building high-rise condos with his name on the top of everywhere. He's also building golf courses everywhere. He's developing whole cities, so all his friends are developers. So what does that mean for us? We need to become developers, not buy houses, not people that buy homes, but people who what? Build them. So when you see that neighborhood where you say, oh, I can't afford to buy in that neighborhood, did you know that you can afford to build? Most people don't know that. So if you go to Palos Verdes and you say, oh my God, this house is 1.5 million, call and ask, how much is the vacant land in this neighborhood? And I guarantee you, the land cannot be the same price as the homes. It got to be cheap enough for you to build another house on it. So what do? What does this mean for us? It means if you want to work in the next 4 to 8 years, your children, we better start putting our children in something to do with homes. Construction, carpentry, masonry, anything that got to do with building houses, we need to be learning about that. It's not about going to school to get the master's degree and doing all this other stuff. It's about we back to the trades. Because this is going to be nothing but construction. Right now, we currently have 101 high-rise buildings going on in downtown LA under construction at $800 million and up. Does anyone in here have a family member working down there building? No? It's raining jobs down there. You got stadiums popping up. Let's keep going. This look familiar? We always say this is $1 billion per crane. That's an average. And you see, this ain't even downtown Los Angeles. I think this is Atlanta. But this, when you see these cranes, that is money being spent. If we're not learning about this type of stuff, we're wasting our time. So when someone says, "Oh, my daughter's a doctor," and someone else says, "Oh, my son's a carpenter," he's a contractor. Who do you think has the most money?
Contractor.
That's what we need to know. Because we put the doctors, no offense to any doctors if anyone in here is a doctor, but most doctors are making at Kaiser $160,000 to $300,000. unless you're a specialist, a brain surgeon or something like that. But these contractors are charging people $1 million. You gotta look at it. Home prices is what, 500,000 for a raggedy house now in Watts, hypothetically speaking. So what do you think? These newer houses, they push Lamar Park up to 700,000 and 900,000. So to build a house, these guys is walking off with a lot of money. I was killing them in Palmdale building houses, and I'm only walking around with $200,000 and $300,000 profit. But out here, houses $1 million. You build, if you tear down any house and put a new one up, it's gonna be $1 million. I don't care where it's at. And that's what we gotta start learning. You guys play this game growing up? Okay, after you pick your horse, your car, your shoe, what's the first thing we gotta do in real estate?
Buy
Buy what?
property.